All right, guys, welcome back. Day 2 of the shop vlogs. We have an interesting Jeep here, bro. This thing was here a month ago. This was a customer's car. It's a 2014 Jeep SRT. He blew the motor, show him the truck. He blew the motor, and then he decided he wanted the Trackhawk swapper, right? He thought only thing you need to do was put a Trackhawk motor in here and everything else is gonna work. You know, the computers, fuse boxes, all the harnesses. What he didn't know is that that's not how it works. So he ended up putting too much money in it. He said he just wants to get out of it, send it back to the auction. A month later, another customer buys it and brings it back to us to fix it. So I wanna show you guys, this is how it looks. Interior is all the same. So all the harnesses, the radio, center console, the seats, nothing changed. He didn't change anything on the interior. So what we need to do, if the customer approves the job, we need to bust it all back down, replace the harnesses, replace the radio, replace all the modules to get it running right. Like, take a look at this. This was here a month ago, so I know what's in this bag. This is a harness from a charger. Look, this fuse box is from a charger. And they were trying to put it in here. So that's not gonna work. Here's a bumper for the truck. They had it smashed inside, so it got damaged. They had it stuffed inside the truck. Obviously, there's no power going to it. Does this fall down? There's a computer in here. What is the BCM? 350AB. See, this is the wrong, everything's wrong. So what I put together is a parts list of what parts I need to get started on this, and the parts can go on and on because we're not, you know, including the smaller stuff. We're at 20, look, almost $21,000 in just parts, just to get started. This is the computers, ABS module, BCM, PCM, RF hub, the keys, body harness, all the harnesses that I need to make this thing start. And you know what's crazy? Is after he spends this much money without my labor, the truck might not even have a good motor in it because we never tested the motor, right? So this motor might be not good. So let's go ahead and call the customer. We'll give him a price. And honestly, I don't even know how much time I'm gonna put into it to get it running. So let's give him a call, see what he says, and then we'll go from there. All right, so the customer's not answering. Wait for him to call us back, but this thing is gonna need a lot of work to get it running. Like, look at this. And what do you pay for the truck? You pay what, 20?
Almost 20.
That's crazy. So if we do just simple math real quick, if he paid 20 for the truck, and he's not even from here, he's from Texas. We need about 20,000 in parts. That's 40, plus labor, plus all the miscellaneous stuff. Let's say he's in it for 50. You could have bought a real Trackhawk for 50. With probably higher miles, but that's crazy. So let's see if he approves it. If he approves it, we'll start ordering parts. We're obviously gonna need a deposit to start ordering this stuff. And then we'll go from there. So now we have other stuff to do, so let's go in the shop and see what we got going on today. What's up, Dan? Okay, I'll send somebody down to pick him up.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and I'll roll him, bill him, and get him going.
All right, thanks, man.
Yep.
All right, man.
Bye.
So parts are in for the white Charger and Durango. So let's do this one real quick. This connector on this Challenger, this is for the cooling fan. Look at this. Full of corrosion. I don't know what they did to solder this, but the cooling fan is not working. So before quoting him on replacing a cooling fan, I got him a new connector. We're gonna redo this. Hopefully this is the issue because this is a cheaper fix than replacing the fan, and then we'll see if this is gonna fix the problem. So that's a good ground. I'm not sure why they had an external ground. So they deleted it from the main harness, which is this one, and they put it here. All right, so pretty simple. Here's the new connector. Pin number 1 is gonna be this one over here. This is gonna be the dark green and dark blue, which is the relay output. Pin number 2 will be to the left of that. And that's gonna be dark blue, dark green. Also gonna be the high-low control feed. Pin number 3 is this one. This is the high relay output, and then ground is pin number 4. So again, I'm gonna remove this external ground that they made because I feel like that's useless. And then I'm gonna put it back right into the main harness, and we'll do a time lapse of this, and then hopefully this will fix the fan issue. Connected? All right, so here's what I see. So in the main connector, which is this thing over here, there are two of the same colors, which are dark blue, dark green, dark blue, dark green, which is a pin number 2 and pin number 3. So if you look here, at one point they replaced this connector. I'm thinking they might have swapped these wires by accident. So what we're gonna do is, on the relay right over here, this is the fan relay. This is number 30. I want to do a continuity test from 30 to either one of these, and whichever one gets good continuity, that's the right one. So pin number 30, which is this one, as you can see, dark blue, dark green, high relay output, and then high relay output. So we should get number 3 to pin number 30, and if they did it right, where's number 3? This one over here. This one should be this. So let's cut these both off. So cut this whole connector off. Okay, this is the old one. This one was smoked. All right, and then I'm gonna shave down both of the dark blue and dark greens, which are these two. And that's gonna be our pin number 3. There's 2. So, took our little handy dandy, oh shit, our multimeter. All right, we're gonna put it on the continuity setting, put the beeper on, and then take the 2 leads. So again, if we're getting good contact, we should hear that, right? So, pin number 30, that's the one that we need. So this one, not this one, is gonna go to pin number 3. So this is pin number 3 right over here. Okay, so we're good. Put this bad boy away, and that's how you make sure. Because that could have been the whole problem. Well, no, they had them both connected, but they could have had them switched over. They could have had pin number 3 on pin number 2 and pin number 2 on pin number 3. So as you can see, pin number 2 is a control feed, and then pin number 3 is a high relay output. So they probably had them switched over because they're both the same color, which is stupid, but that's why you got to do this and check it by hand. right, so we did their wiring on the Challenger harness. Letting it get warm up to see if the fans are gonna turn on. But in the meantime, we just have a car that came from out of state. Gonna see what's going on with this one. Did he say it starts?
It says it starts, but the shifter just keeps blinking. So what does that mean?
Probably has no trans fluid. It's a Hellcat or Scat Pack?
Scat.
Yeah. Tying it to the wheel is crazy. Look at that. How you doing, buddy? So does it start?
Yeah, it's gonna start. At times it's gonna go, but you know, on and off. It's gonna drive at times.
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready to drop it?
He said you can put it in neutral.
Okay.
But when it's on the flat surface, the whole oil settled in. It should be able to start and drive, you know.
Okay. I'll have it towed next door. Let's just get it off your truck.
Okay.
Okay. No interior? There's no interior, no seats.
That seat is crazy.
What?
That's what he's sitting on.
Has trans fluid in the passenger seat, so they probably knew it was low on fluid. We'll just unload it. We gotta unload it and then tow it next door. What do you want done to this one?
It says a whole bunch of lights on the dash.
What do you say? He's gonna grab the key?
Yeah.
What up, Cap?
What's up, bro?
Chillin', how you doing?
Not bad. Hey, I got a car next door that got towed in, but it don't move. So I need you just to pick it up and bring it to the garage.
All right, I got you. Give me a second. I'm in Kalamazoo, but I'll come straight to you on my way.
All right, I'm here. What do you think? About an hour?
Probably hour and a half, 2.
All right, that's cool.
All right, cool.
All right, my man.
All right, no.
So it's not a neutral knot, right? Okay. You go ahead.
You don't drive it because you couldn't put it in neutral. He said when you get here, you are the expert.
I'm the expert.
Yeah, he said you're the expert. You know. My follow shot.
That's that battery.
Open the trunk. Let me bring your number.
Can you get to it? Man, what is this?
He said his uncle worked on it and he destroyed the cart.
Let him do it. Move. It's all-wheel drive? No.
Tó bá ti tọrọ owó báyìí, some people just come in pato.
But even if it starts, it's not gonna go in neutral if the fluid is low.
What do you want to do?
You drove it up here?
He drove it out. The owner drove
The owner drove it on here?
Yeah. I gotta use
You gotta close the door.
Where's the trans fluid?
There's nothing. It's not even cranking, nothing. It's not doing nothing.
The guy is so funny. He got gas. They might not have gas in it.
Uh-huh.
They might not have gas in it, you know.
You wanna try?
No. You got anything, let's just hook up to it, drag it down.
Do I got something to do that?
Yeah, like
I don't.
Ford F-150, a flat. If you have anybody with a towing, like a flatbed, let them take it off, put it on.
I got a tow truck coming, but he needs an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
How come it's out to the
Yeah, but why isn't it starting? I don't know. You want to call him?
The guy, he just called me.
What do you say?
He said the car get there.
We put a jump
Yeah,
on
we
it.
already put a jump on it.
Look, he's waiting for us. Meet me. Might be a tornado? Might be a tornado? What's wrong?
Gotta come in.
All good?
Yeah.
Turns on. And the only way to fix that is by replacing the tip pump. The tip pump's on back order, but we're gonna ask the customer if he wants to do like an external relay to control that. Or he has to replace the tip pump and find the used one. So we're gonna get this out the way until he gives us an answer. And we're gonna start on the white Charger, which we got the oil pan for this morning. So let's get this one out of here and bring the next one in. All right, so this one is here for oil leak. You see all this? That's pretty fresh too. That's where it's coming from, this crack. So right now, if I was to clean it off, we got some brake cleaner. You see a little crack in there? That's where it's leaking from. So we got a new oil pan, which is in that box over there. Got a new gasket, so we're gonna have to drop everything, replace it. But as you can see, you gotta drop the cradle, you gotta drop the rack, and then replace it and then put everything back together. All right, so before we start on that bigger job, this one is a quick and easy. It came in because the backup camera's not working. So when you put it in reverse, it just does this, it's a gray screen. So I tested the wiring is okay, but I think the camera's no go. So we got a new camera from Mopar. We're gonna unplug it and test it. Plug it in here. Take the cap off of it. All right, go ahead and try it. Take off this trim piece and then replace it Luckily on these, you don't have to replace it with the third brake light. So all I gotta do is take this off right here. What's up, brother? You got a package? You have to sign off on it? Yeah. All right, so now we'll take these two screws off. Smaller than this, so a T10 bucks. So on these, just pop that off, pop this off. And then the new one, just make sure it's facing upwards, so that'll be like this. Put it on here. That's it. Okay, now put the clip back in there. All right, go test it one more time, make sure it's good. All right. Where's the other clip? Right here. Then put the handle on, and this one's good. Oh, he said he has the AC problem too?
Yeah.
So we're gonna find a screw for that. Yeah, it got pressure. Probably the compressor's not turning on. Yeah, pressure's good. So let's start it. I want to see the compressors running. So turn on the AC. Let's see if the clutch is running. Nope. Clutch is not engaged.
Clutch is down right there.
See what the issue is?
Yeah.
So the clutch is turning on and off. This fuse is wrong. Look. This is wrong. This is loose. That's why I keep cutting. Watch. Look at the compressor. So it's turning on and off.
You have another one?
So I have to get a right fuse for this. Let's see what we got. What was it, 20?
10.
What was red?
Yeah.
Where's the 20? Was it supposed to be a 10? Let's look. So, compressor. I don't see a compressor. F12. Right here, clutch. It's supposed to be a 10 amp, so we're good. That thing just zapped me. That's it. Just simple fix, man. So usually if I'm doing an AC recharge, I always use a vacuum to like suck out all the moisture. But this one had good pressure in there, so all it was a fuse.
As you guys can see here, the customer gave us a fine seat. And the car has no transfer.
All right, stop. That was actually a really good. Well done, Khalid. You just deleted that for a while. All right, so it's currently what, 11 o'clock at night. We're staying here late today because this car needs to be done by tonight. I didn't have time to do it throughout the day because you guys seen we got stuck with this car that didn't start. But now we're here. So we got the oil pan gasket, brand new. Got the oil pan, oil and filter. So what we're gonna do is drain the fluids first, and then we need to take off the cradle. As you can see, the cradle did take some impact. We did ask him if he wants to replace it and he rejected that. But I didn't even know how this happened. Like that crack is weird because the oil pan obviously is not gonna flex. So that is weird to me. So in order to take that off, we need to take off the rack. I think I explained that in the last clip. Hold up the engine and transmission somehow. I haven't figured out which way I'm gonna do it yet. We can either do it from up top or I could probably put some blocks in the bottom. Anyways, we'll get it figured out. But the rack and pinion gotta come off, and then the cradle gotta come off, and then the oil pan gets replaced, put new fluids in there, and this car should be done within a couple hours, because tomorrow we got a lot of shit to do. So let's go ahead and start doing that, and get out of here, I'm tired.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
All right, so here's how we're looking. We're about like 30 minutes in, 40 minutes in. I put this for extra support. This has nothing to do with it. If you can see up top, the bar with the seat belts is holding it from the exhaust manifolds. But now we're gonna start taking off the oil pan. We got all these bolts that go all over it. These go to the transmission. You got 2 that are hidden inside. This is why you gotta take off the cradle, because you can't reach the other ones. Again, this is just safety. You'd rather be safe than sorry in case those seat belts fail. But let's go ahead and start taking this off and installing the new one.
Look how freaking.
So I'm gonna keep this one in here just to support it. Whew, that motherfucker's hot, boy.
Voila. Go break. He's a good guy, he'll come back.
He answered you? Man, I'm sick, man. At least sit there and spin it.
Strip that motherfucker.
So the one with the stud goes on this side. What?
That wasn't dripping. Yeah, okay, what is it, stuck with glue? Yeah, I think.
Yeah. That's a gasket. Wait, the pickup tube.
You know, it's my first time looking inside of it. You gotta spray some shit on there or no?
I'll just scrape it off.
The other one goes crazy though.
It's cammed. I don't know. Huh? No, it's cammed.
Oh, I thought it's hands.
No, no.
Crazy? Are you replacing a transmission?
Oil pan.
Oh, oil pan. Find me estimate. Sir, what do you need to get done? You made me come all the way down there and you work on this piece of doctor.
What was that?
What do you mean, Zippy? The whole thing's open.
I was cleaning it up.
It was like you need another 3 hours on it.
Be honest, you have nothing better to do.
I'll rather go home and beat my meat.
All right, so I cleaned up all the gasket marks on the old one, put the new one on, put the pickup tube back on there, and now it's time to install the oil pan. So let's take this off.
Hey, can I really talk or no?
Yeah. If you say don't show, mute it.
Callus RT and my G-Shock, bro.
Sam.
Sam right there. Why don't you put the effing gasket in first?
Okay, hold it. Let me grab some screws.
Mine's on cut. That was absolutely funny. This effing short is shorter.
And you just heard you call.
Sorry, dude. It's 12 o'clock. I'm trying to finish your undercarriage card. I mean, a dude who ran over a slave.
Where'd I go?
Who made this?
You have to go all by hand first.
With this one?
Yeah.
Here.
Here.
Salmon action.
I just want to know, where does Sam come from? Like, right now I'm exposing you, that's your fake name.
Samuel in action.
Samuel.
Samuel in action.
Honestly, I don't know where Sam came from. My real name is Eric.
I'll stick to Sam, buddy. I'll stick to Sam.
My real name is John 117, bitch.
What's up with you?
My name is Jen. Hey, just make sure you get the hairline, all right?
I got one more, where does it go?
Where does this go? That was the craziest shit ever. Hey, make sure you got that on record.
Yeah, we gotta delete that.
Look. Let you.
That was a crazy move. Hey, this is sir. Who's Abu Zarur? So you guys got to see here. We got to do these by hand first because we don't want to strip it. You know, you strip it, you're in the pickle. But on a side note, ladies come late at night and try to seduce me.
That is wild.
So you see, that's why I gotta close my garage door. Why? Because they're always trying to.
What if your wife is watching this? So what do you have to say?
What?
What if your wife is watching?
What the fish? Yeah, it looks like that. This got stuff in.
Sam, you on camera, buddy?
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, you know, real men work with no gloves. So as you guys can see, that's a manly trait right there. How come I'm missing something? The rest aren't here.
This one sense?
Dude, I want your cam to challenge.
Yeah, right now.
How much would it cost to cam that shit?
Huh?
How much would it cost to cam it?
How much would it cost to get it?
Yeah. I got one more. Honestly, I don't know where it goes. Over there.
Bro, it's freaking oil is dripping everywhere.
That's my retro. Like شوي حبيبي, you're gonna strip it. You got another gun?
And how are you not sweating balls, dog?
Oh, your hoodie, baby.
You got gut issues, beast. I used to do the same thing tonight. You always get heartburn? How do you burp?
I don't know, honestly.
It's gut issues or H. pylori.
Yeah, Sam's not that intelligent. Started. Go.
Oh my god, look at these!
Okay.
I'm starting to not feel them.
Okay, turn. Turn this way. Yep. Okay, can you lift up? Yep. Go back.
The oil fell on my fucking
Lift up.
Just hit me. I can't feel my shoulders. I can't.
All right, guys, this one's all wrapped up, ready for pickup tomorrow morning. It's currently like 1 a.m. We're about to pull in the cars and go home, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.